Hey everybody, welcome to Hawkeye Reactions. Today I am reacting to a brand new artist on this channel, brought to you by none other than Will, one of my biggest supporters on Patreon and one of my biggest supporters through buying me coffees. This is a request of his, Bob Seger and the Silver Bullet Band, Night Moves. I don't think I've heard of Bob Seger. Maybe the name kind of sounds a little familiar. I don't know. We'll see if I recognize the song. I'm gonna guess no. This kind of music is usually way out of my wheelhouse, way out of my element. But I do love exploring like some older music, older bands that I've never discovered before. So without further ado, you guys, we're just gonna jump right into this. I'm super excited. Please give this video a like if you can. It really helps my videos perform better and shows me that you guys want some more like Bob Seger and this kind of type of music on my channel. I really appreciate all of you if you could do that for me. Also, I have a Patreon. Will, my biggest supporter on Patreon. Go check it out, guys. It is free to join, but there are 3 different tier levels you can join at that all come with like different perks, such as guaranteed reactions, drawings, stuff like this, prizes, access to blocked videos, all that good stuff. So check it out. Let's get into this. Bob Seger and the Silver Bullet Band. I've heard of Bob Saget from Full House.
I was a little too tall, could have used a few pounds. Tight pants points, hollering out. She was a black-haired beauty with big dark eyes and points all her own, sitting way up high. Way up firm and high. Out past the cornfields where the woods got heavy. Out in the back seat of my '60 Chevy, working on mysteries without any clues, working on our night moves, trying to make some front page driving news, working on our night moves in the summertime. Sweet summertime. We weren't in love, oh no, far from it. We weren't searching for some pie in the sky summit. We were just young and restless and bored, living by the sword.
So this is obviously kind of like about, being a teenager, making out, going to the drive-in, having a little fun, making some night moves, if you know what I mean. Very cool. It's got a nice soulful kind of grit to his voice. I don't know how to explain it really, but it's soulful, and I like that. Yeah, this is definitely something I've never heard before. But it's joyful nonetheless, If anything, it makes you kind of chuckle and laugh and make you think of your, younger days maybe a little bit, Let's keep going.
We weren't searching for some pie in the sky summit. We were just young and restless and bored, living by the sword. And we'd steal away every chance we could, to the back room, to the alley, or the trusty woods. I used her, she used me, but neither one cared. We were getting our share, working on our night moves, trying to lose the awkward teenage blues, working on our night moves. And it was summertime.
I believe it's called necking, right? Is that what they used to call it back in the day? I remember my foster mom couple summers ago when I went out, which I actually will see her when I leave for Maine in like a week, and that's where my foster mom lives along with my adopted parents. That's who I'm going to visit, but I usually see my foster parents when I'm out there as well, and so I'm going to meet them at their cabin and do some four-wheeling and stuff. But I remember a couple years ago when I visited them, she was talking about how her and Bob used to like go necking and stuff, and I was like, oh gosh, okay, all right, Jeannie, cool. So I was like, all right, I didn't really need to know that, but it's kind of a funny thing to talk about. Who cares, whatever. Who hasn't made out with somebody in their life? I mean, usually some point you have. So it's kind of a teenager thing to do, I feel like. I definitely had my fair share of necking, if you want to call it that, since we're watching an old school video. So I just thought that was funny terminology, because nobody really says that anymore these days. So all right, let's get going.
Sweet summertime.
Isn't he an actor? I swear that dude looks familiar. She kind of looks familiar too, but he looks familiar. Why does he look familiar? Is he on a show, like an older show or anything? Let me know.
Sweet summertime. Oh, the wonder.
Maybe not. I don't know. He just kind of looks good.
Felt the lightning. Yeah. Waited on the thunder. Waited on the thunder. I woke last night to the sound of thunder. How far off I sat and wondered. Started humming a song from 1962. Ain't it funny how the night moves when you just don't seem to have as much to lose? Strange how the night moves with autumn closing in.
Uh-oh.
Night moves.
Night moves.
Yeah.
Night moves. Night
I sure remember the night moves. Working in practice. Working in practice. Oh, the night moves. Night moves. Oh, I remember. Yeah, I remember.
Yep. I'm sure we all remember the night move days, you guys. We've all been there. I'm sure. How many of you have been to a drive-in? I remember I did. We had a drive-in in my town. I think I was 14 at the time. It's not there anymore, but I know they're like a thing of the past. I know there's a few cities around that still have one here and there, but that was fun. I think I remember I went to City of Angels with my girlfriend and like some friends. That was the movie. I don't know why I remember that, but it was City of Angels. Probably because it was on a drive-in theater. It was so cool. When you're like 14, you're like, this is cool. Like, I think it would still be cool now. I wish like they would kind of make a comeback and revamp them and just, you can make them bigger, better, whatever. Like, I don't know. That would be kind of cool. That was kind of a fun thing to do as a teen as well. Along with making some night moves, you guys. Just remember, though, you're never too old to make some night moves, okay? I don't care if you're 90 watching this. If you can still, function somewhat and walk around, you can always make a night move. So just remember that. As long as it's consensual. Let's make it consensual, though. But anyways, I'm losing my mind. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Again, Will, thank you very much. You're absolutely amazing. You're a rock star. You're literally on the rock star tier level on my Patreon. Go check that out, you guys. Lots of good stuff going on over there. And but worst comes to worst, if you don't feel like joining up over there, can you just smash that like button for me? I'd appreciate it. And I'll just see you on the next one. Love you guys. Bye.